Hey everybody, welcome to Bourbon Neophyte. Glad to see that you all are here. Sorry about the little bit of a delay, but internet kept saying no connection. I said, well, that's wrong because I'm sitting here watching the feed and it says it's perfect, but however, who knows? They say, oh, you never have a problem with your internet. Our internet's the best. Really? I've had a problem ever since I upgraded a year ago. It has never been the same. So I hope you all are doing well tonight, and thank you for joining me. As you all know, I've been traveling down this road of peated scotch. I know you guys find it all hard to believe, but I have been going down this road here for some time now. It's not that I've turned my back on bourbon. I've told you all that. That isn't. Uh, that definitely is not the case. I do enjoy my bourbon. As a matter of fact, today I was drinking an Elijah Craig small batch just to kind of get ready. I didn't want to get anything too proofy or anything that was just full of flavor because I'm getting into this peated scotch. And so, that being said, I just did not want to blow my palate out, or did I want to experience any other scotches before I had a chance uh, to do the Lagavulin that I have got behind me right now. So that's pretty much what I did. I've changed up the setting a little bit here. I've kind of moved stuff around just so I can get in a little better position to see my monitors and see what's going on with the chat. Um, so I can be a little more interactive with what's going on all around here. But Sugar Kitty, I had no doubt that you'd be here once I mentioned Scotch. There was no doubt in my mind. Alex, what's up, man? Glad to see that you can make it way up north there where you are. By the way, that really was a good stick, Alex. The name popped out of my head, but it was a really, really good stick, and I am glad that I had that, and it was perfect with that Elijah Craig small batch, which one, thank goodness I went to that small batch because whenever I went to it and poured it, I realized, oops, I need to get another one because I'm like that far from the bottom. So I'm like, ooh, I'm going to have to pick another one up. And it's ironic. I picked one up last week for somebody who she's kind of getting into this scene. And I originally let her try my Pendleton 12-year rye, which is 80 proof. As you all know, that's really not in my wheelhouse. However, I liked it and I thought it had flavor. So, like I always say, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But I thought that Pendleton 12-year was a pretty good rye, Canadian rye at that. So I gave her a sample. She made a drink out of it and she liked it. So she said to me, hey, pick me up another bottle around 30 bucks. And I was going to grab her one of those, although that was a little more. Then I went past that Elijah Craig small batch and I thought, you know what? If you're going to mix it, it's better to have a little proof to it so it doesn't get uh, blown out. And so I picked up an Elijah Craig for her and gave that to her. So I'm kind of anxious to hear what she thinks of it and her husband, if he got to try it neat, because I do think it is a great bourbon to start with. And I have not been disappointed, as in wholeheartedly, with any Elijah Craig batch. Richie Z, what's up? Mr. Whiskey Shits, glad to see you here. Marty, I know you're going to be busy and you're just going to be lurking. And we'll try to get over and visit you because I know you got one heck of a flight going on that you got from DC. So those of you that are here know that, hey, Marty's going to be doing a blind with some stuff he got from DC. And so you know that that stuff has got to be good without a doubt on there. Hey, Doug, what's up? Hope everything is good down there where you are, man. Sorry I didn't pop on Friday, but it's what happens when you work. Mr. Stahl, glad to see you. Paul, what is up, man? Just glad to see everyone popping in here. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button while you're here because that does well. And while I'm here chatting with you, I got to bring in a buddy of mine from up north who's just waiting to come on. What's up, Moose?
Good day, good day. How are you?
I am perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Cannot complain. That's for sure. How about you?
No, it was good. It was a warm day today, so it was nice.
Oh, were you at freezing? Did it
It was,
warm up to freezing for you?
yeah, it was -10.
Oh, well, hey, compared to what it was yesterday when I talked to you, that wasn't too bad. You warmed up a few degrees.
I know it wasn't too bad until sitting out there having an hour smoke, and it was like then my blood got cold, and it was like, okay, whew,
See, that's what I call dedication right there.
I had to have a
That's what
sign.
I want to hear. Smash that like button.
Yeah, no, it was
Of
good. It
course,
was nice to be able to actually smoke a cigar instead of being by myself standing outside.
oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know if that feature would work or not. I just thought, what the heck? I didn't know if you'd answer. So I
Yeah,
just figured I'd try it. I knew you'd see my name. So I figured, well, he's either going to say, oh, shit, or oh, okay.
that
But
was good.
anyway, so you pouring anything in particular or are you waiting for me? Because I
Well,
know
I
you
knew
know where I'm going.
yes, and I don't have that, but
Well, I
I'm
know
gonna
you don't have that
I'll
one.
bring out my Rock Oyster Sherry Edition.
Oh, okay. I've
It's a
heard you talk about that. I haven't had any of that, haven't seen anything like that. Um, but I
Douglas
hear from
Lang.
what you say, it's not a bad drop.
Oh no, they're blended, mind you, but they are Douglas Lang is who is the blender for these. There's this one, and then there's Rock Oyster. That's
Mhm.
this one right here, and then there's a bunch of different offerings. I haven't bought them yet. I probably will when I say I'm not buying anymore. But
Yeah, we all say, yeah, I'm not buying anymore. I bought enough last week or the week before, and
uh,
somehow you find yourself heading into that bottle shop and going, ooh,
well, I got those
ta-da, there it
Octomores coming.
is.
Those Octomores are
There
coming in a
it
week. So
is. So, but
yeah,
I'm gonna clean my palate off here a little bit and drink a little water.
I'll stay with the peated scotch with you, myself, and
Yeah. Well, like I said, I had a little bourbon today, and I finished this thing off the other day.
nice.
Oh yeah, this was that maraschino cherry bomb that's what it opened up to, and I was never expecting that out here. But whoops, I've got a backup, so I just hope that after that opens up a while, it gets just like it. And I've got a couple of store picks. I think Mr. Whiskey Shit's got the same store pick from Corey's down here when we were up there. So I've
Oh
got
yeah.
that. Then I've got a couple from Liquor Lineup here that are phenomenal in the Wilderness Trail. And I got a wooden bill that that I picked up.
That's one I'd like to try, Wooden Bill. Oh yeah.
This one here I picked up from Liquor Lineup. It's a store pick. This wooden bill at 117.
Oh yeah.
Man, I got it down to the shoulder, and so far the store pick wooden bills are way better than the standard offering. I mean, they're good,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, this store pick has been great. Sorry, some of you are not going to be able to get this, but I don't like the standard uh, wooden
Damn.
bill
Sure.
90. I mean, it's okay. Don't get me wrong. If you like it, you like it. Great, you buy it, you
Yeah.
drink it. But that just, yeah, it just didn't do it for me. Hey, Deathless
It,
Dogs. Cheers, brother.
damn.
Thanks for popping up.
Yeah, I finally
But
got my Ezra Brooks bougie nights from
oh,
Master Journeys one. When I bought it when it came out,
cool.
so that was a couple months back.
Hmm.
So my cousin's starting to just bring my bottles again. So like, it's hard to see that. So that one, and then I'll have to try to make my
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
somehow. There we go.
That's the back of it.
Yeah, man, is it
Hmm.
ever? This is white, but
Yeah.
I haven't cracked it yet.
Cool.
I figured no, I'll come do some scotch with you. So
Oh, well, hey, that's perfect.
first pour.
Let me grab that fine bottle here and I'll pull it. I didn't even pour it. I haven't let it open up. I haven't done anything. I will admit, last week when you and I were talking offline, I showed you this.
Yeah.
I did pour it just to get it to. some air into the bottle and see what it's like, but I haven't touched it since.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pour that. But I thought, what the heck? While I do this, I think I might pour. I got an 8 here and compare the 8 to the 9. But the 8 has much more ABV, and it's at 48, and this one here is at 46. So we'll see if that's gonna be a big difference here shortly. But let me
Yeah, I didn't want to.
this.
I wanted to start. I started out at 46. That's my first pour today, so it's like.
Well, that's what we did last week, you and I.
Yeah.
I mean, we started at lower and kind of worked our way up the ladder so that we could be ready for some of this stuff. And I thought, well, I'm not going to get too bougie, or I'm not going to get too proofy today. I was sitting out back there whenever I messaged you and having a little pour, and that's what I started with, was the Elijah Craig. And so
and then you're smoking a Kitsugi, and then I see Dara today smoking a Kitsugi too. And like, what are you guys doing, man? Like, just
she was. See, I missed that. I've been tooling around the office here, getting stuff moved and changing things around and trying to get this set up and going through some of these darn boxes from when we had to pack up when we had that flood this summer. And I'm finally, I know I keep saying this, but I am making some progress. You know, it's better than what it was, and I'm getting there. It's just that you have to do things in an order, and it never goes right, but I'll get there. I will get there.
I'm dreading.
Let this open up here a minute.
Yeah,
and I'm going to put a little cap on it right now.
Yeah.
I love these. I love these new whiskey tasters I got here. They're great. Yeah. However, these particular Glens, they're just a tad bigger than this, but they fit just right to seal the top, and it does the purpose of what I know. So anyway, so I poured the 9 in here. Let me get the 8. I haven't opened this at all, so this is going to be straight right out of the box, neck pour on the 8.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I will tell you, when you go to get the 8 and it's next to the 16, it's maybe a $5 price difference between the 8 and the 16. So I was never interested in it, but I picked it up for less than $50 last week or week after that. So at that price, now I was interested.
I still can't believe that. Like,
at $5 difference from the 16, I was going to buy the 16 all day.
Oh yeah,
but let me.
It makes no sense. Like,
it makes no sense, but that's just what it was. And if this thing is good, and that price is still good at where I got it, I may go back and pick up a backup of it, because you're not going to find it at that price. You know, they get these sales. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh, I've got just the thing that will help. Because sometimes your nails aren't long enough. I'm not a cat. You know, I don't have them claws. So it's good to have a tool, as Mike Stahl would say. It's good to have a good Spyderco or something like that you can use to help you in this endeavor.
Speaking of good tool, Marty, cheers.
Yeah, Marty, like I said, he's going to have a.
There we go. There you go. That's a good one.
Oh man, you can smell the peat right off the bat on that sucker. That's nice. I mean, it's Lagavulin. It's peat. It's smoke. You know it. There is no getting around that. Pour a little taste in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so these blends from Rock Island are Isla blends, basically.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Okay. Orkney, Aaron, Jura, and Isla.
Okay. So that's the 8. Let me put a little cap on that too, while that's opening up a little bit on there.
Glad I'm having a heat wave.
I knew as soon as I said peat, the Australians would pop in, and there's Scotch down under.
You should pin your link at the top. Have it float around wherever it goes.
It's in the thing. I'll get it. I just didn't flop over and and do it, but I will do that there because when
Oh
I
yes,
say scotch, it's like saying Beetlejuice, 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 and then there's the
yeah.
can. Hold on, people. Let me get this thing. Let me get this thing up there. Here we go. Hit that.
Good day,
And the
good day.
message. Now we're cooking.
Look at
So
that, you're pro.
if Ken has a minute and he wants to visit, he can. So I've got that link up there. But yeah, yesterday that was a good time. I was drinking that Hirsch while
Oh
we
yeah,
were chatting, and man, has that opened up well in the bottle. Has opened up well, that Hirsch. It's only 92 proof, but it
David
really
Bays.
complemented that stick. I
Yeah, I
mean,
could
it
imagine.
it didn't overpower it, and the flavors were still there in the bourbon that I was drinking, and it was a good drop sitting out there. And I
Yeah,
and I did a healthy pour. When I say a healthy pour, when I filled that, I made sure that that I was up there because I wasn't coming back for trip
yeah,
after trip after trip. So I filled that up nice. So I gave myself a nice 2 ounce plus pour, and where I could sit there and enjoy it.
yeah.
Uh, yes, that's the thing, to sit there and enjoy it. Here, let me change that up a little bit. There you go.
Cheers,
Spread it
David.
out, spread it out a little bit. But that was really good. I mean, that was just a happenstance that I picked um, that particular one, that Alex Bradley, Connecticut,
Yeah.
and it was just it was just fantastic. And then today, again, I just reached my hand and pulled that one out. And I remember you talked about it on another stream because you lost a box of those.
I still this day can't believe the answer I got for that, but
Yeah.
but
Well,
it is what it is, I guess.
it is what it is. I got you. I mean, it's frustrating as get out, but it happens. But
Yeah. I
um,
mean, it's not like I'm short on cigars by any means, but I needed to stock up on those anyhow. I only got my Kintsugi's before through like sample packs. So, I only had like a couple of them and I've been meaning to
mhm.
buy more. And then when I did,
Well, I
it's,
will tell you, those Alec Bradleys those
yeah,
were good. Those were good. I've got a couple more left in that sample pack, and I'll
oh,
save them for
they are
a
good.
weekend or something like that coming up.
They're
David, what's
not
up, man?
David Bays. Yeah, they're not like a hugely expensive cigar either.
Well, no, I don't. I didn't think they were. I mean, I got that
No,
pack. I mean, Ken about fell over, and I told him it's like 25 bucks for five
yeah.
sticks.
We usually get like they're like $35 cigars here. But I did look at the Kintsugi's here in a store in Ontario that they actually sell for around 14, 15 Canadian dollars. That's actually really good. Like
Hmm.
we usually don't see those kind of prices on a cigar that has a name brand to it.
Hmm.
Like, but they're sold out right now. But I
Well,
don't.
at that price, do you expect them to sit there?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, especially like you said, up here it's crazy. Like,
Hmm.
Perdomo cigars. I like Perdomo cigars,
Oh
but
yeah,
like the
I've
one I
I've
smoked
gotten a
with you,
few samples of those.
yeah, the one I smoked with you, the Lot 24. Those are like their less expensive cigar. Basically, it's like,
Hmm.
but I like their like 10th anniversary
Oh yeah,
robustos and
I've
that.
actually, when I was working in the hotels, I've actually got quite a few of those given to me by
Yeah,
guests. I'd come around just to say hi or something like that, and hey, Anthony, you got to come in here. What do
yeah.
you got? Well, of course they have their own bottles, but I didn't care. I didn't say anything about that. And then they're like, "Hey, have one of these. Take one of these." Oh no, I can't. I can't. No, no, no. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. All right.
A new trim.
You know, I mean, I'm not going to turn it down after the third time they're shoving it into my pocket.
Yeah,
So
one
that's
exactly.
exactly. So that's just what it comes down to. But let me clear off my palate here and then get ready to start the nosing on this thing because I can smell both of them. I mean, with all that peat in this room. Oh,
It's just Marty looks like I got
9
a new
a.m.
trim.
Monday morning, evil work time. Ah, yes, yes, yes. That dirty word. And he went and said it on my stream.
Yeah, that's demonetized now because you mentioned
I
that.
probably am, Ken. Yeah, thanks to you.
Yeah, talking about work.
Yeah, demonetized I am. That's for sure. Well, hey, since we last met, I've jumped up to, I think I'm what was that, 158 or 159 on my sub. So I passed the 150. So, hey, I'm moving on up. Let's keep on going. Just, hit that like button, share it with your friends, get them to sub to the channel. I appreciate everybody that popped on and hit that like and sub. Thank you very much. We're working our way up. That's for sure.
I gotta make sure I
That
hit the
is
like.
for sure.
Did
Well,
I
let me
hit
get
the
on
like?
this. Let me get this nose here. Oh yeah, I'm shocked.
Oh,
Typical
yeah, I did.
fruit, smoke. Oh yeah, definitely malt. But I always get, and I don't know what it is, whether it's the Springbank, Lagavulin, or whatever. I get this beautiful sweet bread type of yeast, whatever you want to call it, malt. But it's so good to me on the nose.
So you're saying
Definitely
that on a good portion of your single malts, you're getting that, like
yeah, like a banana bread almost.
yeah, okay,
Yeah. So if you guys can get that in your head, what banana bread smells like, I get that nice sweetness out of it. I was drinking some Port Charlotte. I had two pours, nice pours of that last night, and then I finished up with a Springbank 10, and both of them. That's what I was getting all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great. But this really is a standard Lagavulin. I mean, on the nose with the peat, you can smell it.
yeah.
I don't get much of the medicinal note. I mean, there is a hint because it is peat, but it's not. How do I say this? It's just not overpowering. It's not overwhelming. I mean, I know people that will put this to their nose and go, "Oh my gosh," and set that thing down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. And I'm going to say vanilla and caramel. I know those are traditional notes, and like I've
Yeah.
said before, I'm still trying to figure out some of this stuff on the Scotch as far as the different
Now,
notes.
are you getting any fruits? Because usually I get fruits in a Scotch.
With this one, and it's like I always say before, I get a hint of almost like I don't want to quite say grape, but I will give you apple, a pear, mostly pear on this. Like when I'm drinking a standard Tomatin 12 year, it's definitely grape to me, like a Zinfandel type of a grape.
Show your
And
bottle again. Show
I'm
your
like,
bottle again. There's Charles is looking.
yeah,
I'm drinking
he's
this.
drinking that. And I am reviewing the Game of Thrones edition, Lagavulin 9 on that one.
I gotta get this.
Charles, can you see it now? There you go. Sorry if it didn't focus. But
No.
so that's what I'm working on here now. But
I would
yeah,
say
this is just
pears.
typical to me. Yeah, pears,
Pears
apple.
come out a lot. Apple on certain ones, like Glen Farkless? Glen Hosh. What's the
Glenkinchie.
orange bottle? Orange label bottle.
Go ahead, get it.
Ranji. Glen Ranji.
Oh,
Ranji.
Glenmorangie.
I never drank it. I bought it once. I have it here. I'm thinking.
Okay, Glenmorangie. Yeah.
Because that one's like apple juice. That's actually like apple juice.
But I'll go more pear on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I get pear a lot, but then when I sip, I get like this one here. This blend. I'm actually almost getting weirdly a Redbreast 21, like apricot, little bit of peach, but with a peat to it.
Really?
It was weird, yeah.
And that's the Rock Oyster.
Well, Rock Island. They changed
Rock
their name.
Island.
They changed their name to Rock Island.
Okay.
It used to be called Rock Oyster.
That's it. Okay. I thought you said Rock Oyster in the beginning, and then I said, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah, because that one,
Rock Island. Okay.
The 18 is still Rock Oyster.
Gotcha.
I don't know. There's no age on this one.
Non-age stated, but
yeah.
It didn't taste young, did it?
Oh no, not these ones. No.
Well, I'm gonna take another sip of water here. And we're going to see how it is on the palate.
No. I'm positive I looked it up before. Morangi.
Wow.
Yes, Morangi.
Wow, the sweetness and the smoke is just wonderful on this damn thing.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I mean, the minute it touched my tongue, that sweet just came in, and that smoke, that peat, like I've said before, just wraps around that.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, it's definitely the traditional Lagavulin peat smoke. People say it's heavy. I can still taste it. The finish is good. Viscosity is good on it. Ooh, yeah. And it just lasts. It's still going. I can still get the peat, the smokiness, and a little bit of spice. That's unusual. A little bit of spice. Still got that tingle on my tongue. Let's have another sip of this sucker.
What's the ABV on that one? Like 40s, 40s, 46?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if there's an age on this thing. I don't see it.
Yeah, 46. Wow. Man, that's good.
That's the thing. Some people won't like I've got a cousin that I'm going to start having when I move into my new house eventually here. I'm going to set up my own tasting room kind of thing, and he doesn't like peated scotch.
Well,
But
I
I'm
didn't
going
either.
to I'm going to move him past that because when you go to when you get the peated like right away, right away you smell that. Like he always says, "Oh, it's that earthy and all this kind of stuff." But if you actually sip it, not drink it, sip it, you get to those notes, you get to those fruits, you get to those the
Mm-hmm.
sweet. You know what I mean? And a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people
Oh,
don't
trust
get
me.
to
I
that.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't get even to that point. They only get to, oof, no, no, thanks, kind of thing.
Hey, I'm not mad at you for getting a redemption pick, Stan, because I
Oh,
got
nice.
them. I got one behind me, and I actually hunted for a backup for that I picked up 2 weeks ago, because that redemption, it was a high rye bourbon. Amazing. Amazing.
Marty.
But yeah, this is real good.
This will be my next pour anyhow. My shelter point.
Oh,
Come on, there we go. Double barreled single malt whiskey from
wow,
Vancouver Island.
this turned out to be real good.
Vancouver Island.
Mm.
No, that's good. I
Hmm.
haven't tried any of the Lagavulins.
It's the standard Lagavulin profile. Believe me, with the peat and the
Yeah,
smoke. Um, it's 46 ABV, so I'm happy with that. That's a decent ABV for me for Scotch. Although north of it's fine too.
yeah.
But what did he say here? I got the harvest. Yep, that's what I got. I got the same thing at same proof. We'll have to do a comparison, but I got that one. I got one that's opened up, and then I got a backup. But I am very happy with that. Let me put the cap on that thing, so and leave that sit right there a minute. Let me just a little swig. And let me go to the 8-year. Now the 8-year that I'm just doing a little comparison with is strictly a neck pour. I literally just opened up. It's 48 ABV on the neck pour. Standard Lagavulin 8. And like I said, I normally wouldn't have picked this up because it's usually $5 difference in price than the 16. So
Right.
let me think about that. I'm going to get the 16. Why am I going to get the 8? But the 8 came in at under 50
Yeah.
bucks. They had it on special at a store. And I said, well, for that, I'll now pick it up. And so I just opened it, and let's see what that is. I'm expecting it to be quite the same on the nose. The standard Lagavulin, what you're going to get.
And
Oh,
Paul,
yeah.
yeah, Paul, you're right. Shelter Point does like everything they do is good. I just got to get more stock of theirs. I can get them from Alberta, but it's just
Oh, you know what, Charles? I took some down. You could see the Game of Thrones one up there that I did last week. I just set it there, and then there's oh, this is the next one that, let me set this down. I don't want to spill it. The next one that I got to
Oh
do,
yeah.
the Arbeganoa. I picked that up a couple of weeks ago and still got
Smoker.
that. Yep. And then Port Charlotte's underneath there. Oban's underneath there. You know, it's just, I just have to reach down and grab it. And so, but let's, the nose on this though, I will say this, on the 8 and the 9,
yeah,
instantly got hit with that sweet bread note. I mean, just like pow, right off the bat on that. And the color looks to be, let me just look at something here. I just don't want to confuse myself.
Oh yeah, one's darker.
I was just going to say, this one here is the 9 year, and then this is the 8 year. The 8 year is just a little lighter in
They're
color.
not
I hope
finished.
everyone can see that.
They're not finished in anything. Not finished.
No, not finished. You move them over. Whoops, sorry.
It's interesting that 1 year made that darker, that much darker. And that's this is Scotch.
Well,
like
this is
one.
the 9.
Yeah.
Set that back down because I don't want to forget. In the 8, but
what is the 16 behind you color wise comparably?
The 16? You're going to tempt me to go to the 16 too? Okay.
Well, I'm just looking at your shoulder right now. I see the 16 right there.
Well, this is the Distiller's Edition that I haven't even opened yet.
Oh yeah. I'm just curious. I'm curious to what the 16 coloring is compared to, because that was quite a bit of difference in dark. Well, the other thing I would like to see is can you taste the age between the two?
Well,
or the 3 of them?
Between the 8.
Well, you wouldn't, but 1 year that'd be hard to. I'm saying 16.
Okay, you're talking about like between the 8 and the 16?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pour that next.
Well,
See what happens on this? See what happens? This is how we do this stuff here, people.
But if you
ask.
After 1 year, you're not you would have to have such a wicked nose and taste buds to see, like, especially Scotch. This is in Texas. It's not something that turns this color in 3 months to the color of molasses in 6 months. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ordered directly from. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that. Thanks, Paul. I didn't know they shipped right from, hand delivered from their company.
I'm going to tell you what. Between the 8 and the 9,
yeah,
it's very close.
Well, then that's why I was asking if there was any difference in, like, if there was a finish somewhere on one of them.
Yeah, it's very, very close. But the 8 seems a bit lighter on the palate.
Yeah.
Than that. But I'm going to take another sip here, and then I'll go back and forth here for a few seconds just to compare. But
I didn't think about that. I just seen what Charles said there. That's where the coloring could be.
What's that?
The color, caramel color. Yeah, that's where they could. The big difference, because like with Scotch, 1 year doesn't really make it that much darker.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be tinged, but not like that much. Like,
Lagavulin will add color unless it's specifically stated, just to get consistency in the batches. But yeah, it's a little thinner, but definitely, it's a little higher ABV because the spice is definitely sticking around. The smoke is there. It's still not a bad pour at all. I think it's pretty darn good.
Oh, really? Wow. Sorry. I'm reading Paul's comments here. It's like free shipping over 125. Hell yeah. That's like 2 bottles. Nice.
And the higher ABV is definitely spicier on the finish, but the finish lasts. Although a bit, it's a bit, I can't quite explain it. It is definitely different than the 9 on the palate. maybe it's because of that lingering spice. But no, this is good. Again, for the original price that it was versus the 16, I would never have touched it. But because they dropped it under $50 and they had it on
Yeah.
special, I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick it up now, because now it's $25 less.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. Always gonna break into some Mortlock. I see Mortlock here for like some of them were like $2,500.
I got it right here.
Yeah.
15. And Sugar Kitty's right. Lion's Fire is not colored, and I have that.
Oh yeah.
Ta-da, right there. It is not colored, and that's 56 or 57 ABV. Get my eyes all focused on you. 56.5. So it definitely has a nice finish on that, and really super creamy caramel on that. Really good. And I still get that strong sweet bread type of a note on that thing, like the banana bread. So
peated banana bread.
I know it, but everybody's taste different. It's what does this smell trigger in your head to say, oh, that's what it smells like? All right. Let me
go
back to this 9 here.
I do. I always get like syruped pears, like
Now,
not
see,
just pears.
I'm definitely getting the caramel, and now like a more of a butterscotch sweetness on the 9. Now that I've had the 8 and have been drinking it for a little bit. Yeah. But now the banana sweetbread type of a note, that's coming out. Definitely the pears are still there.
I gotta grab another glass.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's delicious. That is a delicious drop on the 9, without a doubt. The 8 definitely has its points because it's a higher ABV, so you get that spice. But this is one time where I'm going to say is, you know what? They probably should have left it at 46 ABV instead of bumping it up.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'm not disappointed in the 8. I have another pick that I'm going to do a review on. It's a bourbon. It's a store pick called Burning Chair.
Yeah.
They have a glass stopper.
They're nice. They're not bad, actually.
Well, they don't go bad.
No.
All the hey, Mike, what's up, man? Good evening. Nice of you to stop by. Thanks.
See the color in that, eh? That's pretty dark. I don't even know if do they even age these things? I don't know. It says it on it.
Those esters are what makes it, Sugar Kitty. And I mean, the 8 is good. Don't get me wrong. I think that maybe it's a little overproofed for what it is as an 8-year-old. But I think because one, it's not that I'm blaming it that it's a neck pour at all. But I think once I have another drop or so and get it to the shoulder and give it a week or so to open up, I will go and give it another whirl on the 8 and probably do a revisit of that. And that was just a kind of adding the 8 was an impromptu thing. But man, this 9 is just amazing on the Lagavulin. It's just amazing. Hey, Commandant Lou, cheers. You all right?
Oh no, I get I have one side of my face is always stuffed up. So I just take a shot of nasal spray because I'm just like hold my face like this so I can breathe.
I got
now
you.
I can just here we go.
But yeah, this 9 and 8, it's great as far as the combination goes. But
this is like night and day, these two. So the Shelter Point is like what do you call it? Like a grain to bottle kind of thing. Like everything's local in Vancouver. It's not peated, but
Mhm.
the fruits on this are just like dates, like plum, like
Mhm.
total different than I get pears over here, right? That's like
More of a heavy fruit.
yeah, like
They're the one in
wicked.
your left
Yeah.
versus the one in your right.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. That's like almost like a light molasses smell to it.
Yeah, the nosings on the
Oh
8.9
wow.
are almost identical, except the 8 seems a bit sweeter on it, but like I said, and it's a higher ABV, and so it definitely has a lingering spice to it,
Yeah.
and I like that. That's a I like that type of a finish on a whiskey in general. I know not all of them have it, and I know sometimes it just doesn't go, but your preference is your preference. So
No, for
I
sure.
particularly like the spice, and
Yeah.
the 8 definitely has that, just like the Lion's Fire.
That's what I was gonna ask you earlier when you're talking about the spice. It's like why it's a lot of times some people like a rye over a bourbon, some because of that spice kick, right? Like that's always
So I
some
tasted a rye yesterday, literally 100% rye, not 95.5,
yeah.
100% rye, and grain to
Sweet.
bottle type of a distillery out of Oregon.
Ooh,
And
caramel.
it was 95 or 96 proof. I forget that, but it definitely had a little funk to it. It wasn't off putting, but
Yeah.
100% rye. It was light, as in viscosity wise, very clean,
Yeah.
um, sweet. And then the spice from the rye kind of just slowly rolled in. And then you get it. It wasn't overpowering. It wasn't overwhelming or anything like that. Like some of the higher rye spice, you feel it on your tongue.
Yeah.
You're getting that on both sides of your tongue and it's there. This was not like that. It was good. I enjoyed it. It didn't make me want to run and buy it,
Yeah.
but I think I'm going to consider that one because I think have a glass or two, let it open up and see what it's like. I think that there's some promise to that. It's was it 4 or 5 year old, relatively young, but they feel that is the best time to pull that. It's a craft distillery up there in
Yeah.
Oregon.
There's a
The name just popped out of my head, but anyway, it was good. It was not bad. I tried their bottled and bond
yeah.
bourbon, which was good. I said, "Oh, this is not bad at all either." I said, "I'm glad I actually came in here, so I got to try their bottled and bond, their wheat, and their rye." So they had a wheater, which none of them were dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were good in their own right, and $65 and under, depending upon the one you got. So at the price points, they weren't
That's not
out of
bad at
sight,
all.
out of mind.
No.
So when I'm doing different reviews and looking at different value bourbons, ryes, and then we're a weeder, I think
Yeah.
it's something that I may even consider. And I saw that they had the little 50 CL little samples.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I may get a couple of those and really see if yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
get a bottle of this or get a bottle of that.
That's what I'm doing right now in Canada. Well, not sample bottles, but I'm exploring Canadian whiskey in general
Hmm.
because, like Canadian whiskey, a lot of it's 100% rye, like a good portion of it. But now I'm finding more single malt
Hmm.
whiskeys in Canada, so I'm buying those. Well, not supposed to be buying anything anyhow,
Yeah.
but when I see something, I will buy it. Just like that honey one that I keep talking, the honey distillate that they have, a single malt, really good out of Alberta. Um, this one here, this is actually really good. This Alberta Prairie whiskey. It's called the uh, come on, got a
There you
brand new
go.
camera, Bee
Bee
Whisperer,
Whisperer.
and it's a single malt. and then they add their honey distillate to it
Hmm.
after the fact. It's actually really good. I would, I mean, I would buy another bottle of that anytime. But these are places I never knew about, and they're yet again that's another company that's everything's farmed right around them. Everything,
Hmm.
it's not sourced from anywhere. They do everything. So I mean, I'm just kind of sampling around that kind of stuff, and
Go ahead. Yeah, you might as well see what you got right or in your own backyard. There might
yeah.
be some real hitters there.
Well,
But
that's what
I
I
will
think.
tell you, in
It's like
to
craft.
wrap in, as far as this little review is done, we'll
Yep.
wrap this thing up and we can move on to a few other things. The Lagavulin Game of Thrones, I mean, you'll have to hunt for it because it is not out there anymore.
No.
It's not like they're going to deliver more. What's out there is out there, and once it's gone, it's gone. But if you can find it, it's definitely a hitter. It certainly isn't a shitter, folks. This thing is your standard Lagavulin Scotch. It's just a good sipper. You can find these anywhere from about 50 to 75 bucks still. You just have to look some places. Some people told me they were blowing them out at below 30. It wasn't around me, but if I would order it online and have it shipped, it's still going to cost me 20 bucks. So even if I got it for 50, we're still talking 70 bucks plus tax.
No.
I was able to locate a couple of bottles here and pick them up. And so I'm glad that I picked up a backup so I can enjoy this bottle uh, without a doubt. So if you guys are interested in that Lagavulin 9, start hunting because, like I said, it's not there. It's definitely a hitter, something to have on your bar. It was a tasty drop. It still is. I'm glad that I have it. Good viscosity, good nose, good taste, good times. So yeah, finish this up, finish my 8. And I guess I'm gonna have to get to 16 because you want to know about the color.
Well, color, age. Can you taste the age? That's what I want to know. Sure, if you find a place doing discounts.
Twist my arm to drink some more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, you. It's not a fair comparison if you're not bringing all of them out. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Fine
yeah.
during
If you can definitely find this thing that Game of Thrones 9 one for under 50 bucks, yeah, I would tell you just like me grabbing that 8. If it's less than 50 bucks, buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know what anyone's price point is, but at $50 or less, yeah, buy that thing. And I would say get a backup because once they're gone, that's it in that particular one.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So Alex is forcing me to pull out my 16, and there's a lot more of that 16 inning because I enjoy that 16.
I would just I'm very curious to see if you were to put it by the 8. Like it's like for me drinking Redbreast 21 and then 12, you can taste huge difference. 15, you can still taste a huge difference. That's 6 years. I don't. I drank 15 last night or the night before, I think it
Oh, 16 is definitely darker.
was.
Definitely darker than the 8.
Oh yeah, the 8's like
Still the
water.
standard Lagavulin profile.
Yeah.
You can still smell it. It's just deliciousness in the glass there. And this is only 43. Let me see. Yeah, 43 ABV.
Yeah.
God, bump that up to 46 Lagavulin if you're listening.
Yeah.
I know this is your quintessential. That's it, but come on.
Yeah.
So this is the 8.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See the 8 is okay, so the 8 is their natural color.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
It's natural color.
Yeah.
Here's the 16.
Yeah. And that's like
Yeah, exactly.
oh,
Exactly.
this shelter point is like drinking a Scotch bourbon. Like you can smell the barrel and then like the butterscotch and everything. Then it's like dates and raisins.
Oh, yeah.
Or
This
something.
is, Yeah, this is definitely the same nosing profile, the 8, the 9, the 16. Yeah, this is that sweetness.
There you go.
Wait a minute. Highland Peat. I think I have it. I have to look. I'm like, you just mentioned something there, Charles. Like, no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I
Squirrel.
just can't think of it right now. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
Bump the ABV, take out the V150A and stop chill filtering it. We're paying the money for that now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they add a little. They add the color, and that's the 150A.
I would like to know what the color looks like after 16 years of aging with them, because I mean, I do have.
That's other than Oban. I was like, well, I know I got it in here. Where's the heck is that thing at? Wait a minute. Isn't Port Charlotte Highland Peat?
No, I don't think so. No, isn't that Isla? That's Isla, is it not?
Yes, Isla single malt. But
yeah, that's Isla. Is
yeah.
Berclotti.
Yep, I was like, oh my, there's one of them I got that said Highland on it, and I'm like, what in the heck one was that thing? I can't remember, or maybe it was one I picked up, and I set it back down. Oh well, but I was like, I don't know why I know that because I looked at that. Oh well.
Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna have to try to get yourself a Highland. Yeah, Isla. Sugar. Yeah, it's Isla. Berclotti is Isla.
Yep. All right, Charles. Which one should I get from the Highland that's peated? Put it in there.
Highland
Sugar
Park.
Kitty, make a suggestion too.
Is Highland Park peated? I've never tried Highland Park. You just drank that like Donald drinks anything Berclotti.
Oh my god. It's just good.
Yeah, I know.
This Lagavulin is just plain good. That's all I could say. It's just plain good. The 16 is definitely more refined than the 9 or the 8, just simply because of the age on it.
Oh yeah, be the editor.
You're an unpaid shill. Okay.
Oh, is that Balchinian? Oh, Belchin. Balchinian?
Is that Balchinian? Yeah, where'd you get that from?
That's an old Men in Black, man.
Uh-huh.
Old Balchinian. Highland Park is just slightly peated tinged. Oh, okay. I've never tried Highland Park. Well,
I didn't think so. I was like, I don't recall seeing that on any of the places I go, but I wasn't specifically looking for regions, of different Scotch. I was concentrating on the Isla and here and there and Speyside, and then something for me I noticed on Highland. I'm going to have to later on go through that shelf and look.
And Speysides are sweeter, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Ballecken. Well, it's not Balchinian. Oh.
You could say whatever you want.
You just walk into a liquor store.
Now, that is true Sugar Kitty.
Balchin when your mankini is too tight and slips.
That is true.
Yeah.
Ken would know.
Yes.
Ken and Cue Ball would know.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. It's a good thing I was wearing shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Mankinis don't hold a lot.
Yeah, that 16 is just a darn good drop. Let me drop down to the 8 here.
Yeah, because what would be, to me, the 16 should have, I think, more body to it, more something I mean, yeah, it could be the opposite effect, but yeah, that's it. Sticking out a pick.
Yeah. The ABV on the 8 just pushes right through that 16 like it's nothing.
Yeah.
The palate's very, very similar, but the ABV on this 8 just burns through that 16 like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the nose is very similar. The initial sweetness is there, but of course the 16 is just much more refined because of the age of it.
Yeah.
But that 8 just barrels right through it because of that 48 ABV versus 43. I mean, it definitely punches it.
There's
That's
some
for
color.
sure.
There's some wicked color right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's at Ezra Brooks.
Oh, okay.
The old bougie nights. Why is this camera like brand new camera and it's like freaking?
Well, you know what? It's because it's got, there we go. You're fine.
Oh,
There.
the
The
chocolate
chocolate.
blazer.
The chocolate what?
Blazer.
That's what I thought that was. I wasn't sure.
Brew Manchu Part 2.
Brew Manchu Part 2.
Yeah, because the other one is Rebel. The Rebel one was Bougie Nights as well, with the dog on it. Smoke Ben Rick. Smoky 12 is something that we might find easily. There you go.
I know where I can get that one. I
Ben
actually
Rick.
looked at that, and let me see. Let me see. Now you're making me. Now you're really making me think again here, Sugar Kitty. Hold on. Do do do.
Ben Rick.
I looked at that sucker somewhere. Somewhere I had seen it. Somewhere I had seen it, and I just thought I had taken a photo of it. Boom. Here we go. Yep. I'll hold it up there. Here you go, Sugar Kitty.
Oh yeah. Yep.
There it is. So I did
Ben
look
Rick.
at it. I think it's like $55 for that. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then
Kleinlich.
I also was looking at, whoops, a few of these.
Oh yeah, Coloman. Hey, is that the 9-year-old? Is that port?
Yeah, that's the 8-year-old single cask.
That's the 8. Is it
It's
port?
the 8-year-old. Hold on. I'm in Ruby Port.
That's a good one. I have that one. The 8-year.
Mm-hmm. And then
There's a 9-year too. I don't have it, but
of course there's your Snag,
Snag.
whatever. Yep.
Yeah, Snag.
Yep. I
That one I
looked at
just
that
tried
one.
the other night.
And
It's
then of
good.
course the one that people are talking about, depending upon the year, the Makir Bay,
Well,
whatever.
why are they saying depending on the year?
Someone said it depends on the year, and I thought this was just had come out, but apparently they had other years on this. I don't know if there's any truth to that or not.
Oh, what do I got here? Well, I've got a 21. 140721. That's mine.
I'm starting to see some Klein leash around here, Sugar Kitty, so I may have to look into that.
Are you noticing a preference in maturation yourself?
You know what? Right now, Charles, not much. Someone else actually asked me that question, and I'll have to start paying more attention to that because I think that's also a good point. What am I leaning more towards? And if I'm leaning more towards the bourbon and I'm not experiencing some of the others to find out if I like it, well, I might be shortchanging myself. So I want to start paying attention to specifically that right now. But I don't have anything that is finished, like in sherry or a wine cask or anything like that, to my knowledge, because right now I'm just pretty much sticking to the Isla, but none of that other stuff is. Aha! That's the one. That's the one.
Loch Gorm. Oh, Loch Gorm. Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, Sugar Kitty, that is the cask strength one.
Yeah.
Because I did see that, and it's about $1.25 here.
Yeah,
I haven't. Where I saw it at.
I've seen it on sites, but they're all sold out that I found here. I mean, there are sites that have it, but they won't ship. So, not in Canada, anyhow.
Okay.
I'd like to get Loch Gorm. It's the black labeled one.
It's a dark label. I couldn't remember, but I just couldn't touch it on the shelf where it was just a little taller than me.
Yeah.
But I know exactly where it's at. Like I said, it's about $1.25 on there.
Yeah. The 11-year was, I think, I want to say 180 Canadian. Not the 8-year was probably about 140. The other ones were, I think, under 80. I want to say 70 something. Oh, who's that?
That 8 does definitely seem to be a little proofy, which is fine for me, but I know it just seems a little proofy. But like I said, that was the opening pour. I poured it into the glass, and so I'm gonna have another little drink of it this week. If I don't do it tonight, get it down the shoulder, leave it open up for a week or so, and really see what that thing can do. But
yeah,
it's a good drinker. It's a good daily drinker without a doubt at that particular price point, under $50. Over $50, get the 16 without a doubt.
Oh, for sure.
Without a doubt.
So definitely meant for a stop in any Scotch journey.
Okay. There you go. The kitty has spoken.
Never not going on the shelf.
Oh, I've touched it. Like I said, about $1.25 is what I think it's going for, Sugar Kitty. If I remember it correctly, I just saw it Saturday. I'm trying to think, was it this Saturday? It was this Saturday because we talked about it last week. I think you and I did, Alex. But
I like the 11-year that I have is a cast strength, and it's good. Cast strength Coloman's good. The other ones are 46.
Yeah, 46.
The 8-year might be a cast strength as well. 55.6.
What was it?
55.6 is the 8-year.
And that's the Ruby Port, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it just says old port cask on mine. 8-year old port cask.
Oh my gosh, that sweetbread just pops right out on this 9. It did all of them, but on this 9, it just pops right out.
See, this one Shelter Point that I'm drinking is double-barreled single malt, finished for 335 days in Quail's Gate Pinot Noir casks. Pinot Noir.
Wow.
That would be why it's so orange.
But yeah.
I want to see how much Loch Gorman is around here.
Like I said, I want to say it's about $1.25 here. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Whoops. Go back to here. Go back to here. Get rid of that. I thought I had it up here. Oh yeah, I do. Hold on. Let's go back.
There we go. Liquor Lodge. $151 for Loch Gorm.
Ooh, okay. Hold on.
No, it's sold out. Oh, it says it's 46. That's not cast.
Is that what it's telling you?
Well, on this one site, yeah. I'm positive it's cast strength.
I thought those ones were.
So did I. I mean, I have the picks that are basically cast strength. But...
I know I just saw it. Hold on. I don't know why I can't find it now. I was just looking at it this week.
I see 46 on another site too. Bordeaux cast that was almost purple. Nice. Oh, yeah, this one here, like I said, it's almost like orange.
The STR cask maturated in the Kilchoman is 119 here. Where's the other ones? Our big Scorch, they want 179. Oh, they sold out of the Brooklotti 1986-30 rare cask.
Oh, wow.
Yes, my luck. All out of sugar, all out of Springbank 15.
It says it's all 46 ABV on their site. I thought Gorm was 8-year, yeah. Saltern's cask finish 8-year Kilchoman 54, yeah. And that's why I have the. Is this one finished? What's this one? So yeah, see, this is the one that the port one that we're talking about. Come on, it'll do it. Come on, find it. My other camera that was way cheaper focused way better too. Wonder why. There it is. 8-year-old port cast, and it's sitting at 55.6. Then this 11-year. This 11-year. Come on, baby.
It's focused. At least on my end. There you go.
And this one sits at 59.3. This one doesn't say if it's.
Wow.
Doesn't say if it's aged in anything else. No. Nada.
But so Klein Leash is definitely going to have to be one I'm going to have to add to the list.
Yep.
And of course, any of those Kilchomans I'm going to have to add.
Out of Springbank 15.
I know. I mean, I hear about it. By the time I get there, the damn thing is gone. All the time. I mean, it's like boom. And I have a couple of ins at the stores, and they go that quick. That quick. Now the Springbank 10 I got's from 2016, and oh my gosh, is that thing good?
Booze.
Wow. All right, finished up the 9, the 8. Now let's. Oh God, that Lagavulin 16. Oh, it's wonderful. I can just nose this. That sweet bread, that banana bread smell is just. I love that thing.
Oh yeah.
It's really, really good. Really good.
It's just so much like the Shelter Point that I'm drinking here, just just so dark fruit and just like dessert sweet and barrel. You could just smell barrel.
Well, like I said, I know where I can get some Klein Leash. I just have to specifically look at which one it is.
Bourbon. Cheers. Bourbon.
Hey, so you made it down south, Bourbon? I know you were traveling last time I chatted with you.
Loch Lomond would be good. I hear good things about it.
Oh, he is in Louisville. Okay, because that's what I just said. He was about an hour and a half away when I was chatting with him, and that's what I wanted to know.
Can't hear anything, so cheers.
It's all right. That's what I wanted to know. He answered the question and didn't even know it.
Yeah. Loch Lomond.
Hold on. I'm trying not to get myself confused, but no, I have not seen any Loch Lomond around. I'm sure it is, but probably in small quantities here and there. Well, if I can find a 14 here, I'll pick one of those up. But I think the Klein leashes I saw are $65, $75 price range. But I didn't specifically pay attention as to which Klein leash it was, 12, 14, 18. You know, what I didn't look if it's a non-age stated or something. I do not know. So I wouldn't know for sure to say.
Yeah. If you do find
message me right away. Right away. Speaking of right away, ta-da!
Holy.
Looky here. You know when Livewire
Am I on?
up, you know
Just loud.
you know that you've arrived. What's up, Mr. Stahl?
Holy.
He's figured it out. He's new to YouTube, you know. He's only
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's got his microphone up about 3,000 right now.
I do.
Yeah.
He's just excited.
Do I?
There you go. Little Barry White.
I got to jump on Marty's here in a little bit. You two are kind of overlapping, and I want to support you both.
Well, I didn't know he was going because 1 minute he and I were talking. I said, Marty, I thought you were going live. He says he was. Well, it wasn't showing up. I go, well, I thought you were going, but it's not showing up. Well, YouTube and their stupid ways of doing things. I was even on his channel. It didn't show his thumbnail. I'm like, what is going on? Well, then who knows why everything just seemed to pop. But DC sent him a flight. So
did you hear I booked my travel, or at least my stay to come visit you?
Mm-mm.
September 2nd.
You were in the works.
September 2nd.
He's staying at your house.
Yeah. I hope the garage is ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's ready. I tell you what, the Carmen Gia will fit you perfectly.
There you go.
No, we're staying for a whole week though too. So
I know
whenever you have a day off.
Where at? I mean, I know you're.
We're staying at the Hilton Flamingo Resort.
Yep, you're going to be right off of the strip. I know. I used to work there.
Yeah, so we're not staying at the Flamingo. We're staying at the Hilton Flamingo
Grand Vacations are right
behind.
behind. So they share. So when I worked for Flamingo Hilton back in the day, so in the late 90s, that was all part of us. So they built the resort like that behind it. So they shared the pool. They have their own little resort pool that's just like you would find at Motel 6. But then they would all come to our pool because it's so big.
Yeah, anyway. It's so much bigger than the resort pool, but
yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I just had something with celery salt in it. And I hate the taste of celery, and it was stuck in my tooth.
Oh. So is that where Lilith and Chris are going to stay?
No, they're staying behind that, or like kind of a little bit further away, about 15-minute walk. It's like the Holiday Inn Grand Vacation, something like that. It's off of that road. That's one more road behind.
Koval? Is it off of Koval?
Yeah, it's Koval. Yeah,
behind it. Yeah, it's Koval, Winnick, then Audrey. You can tell I worked down there too much.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so the Davillars are staying in the same one with us.
Oh, good.
And so we'll see if anybody else is. But I think Schlong is going to get an Airbnb, like a big house.
Yeah, big
That's
one.
what he was saying when we last talked a few weeks ago. And I think it was on your stream, but I knew you guys were working on it, trying to see if you can get this or get that. Everyone was in that whole mess of trying to secure their spot.
Yeah. So Adam and I have a spot. The Davillars have a spot. Chris and Lil have a spot. I think Cliffy has a spot already for that week.
2 brewers. Balcones.
So I had a little Parker Heritage today.
Where'd you find that?
I got a pour at a local restaurant. We're making a little local group here for doing picks and, you know, just like a little whiskey group. And so we kind of had a little get together, meeting of the minds, plus me.
I was just going to say, and you.
Yeah. And they had that on for a pour. So
Caledonian.
And it was phenomenal. Just so you know, it was delicious.
Well, that's good. I was just going to ask you, what was it like?
Yeah, it was. So it was $60 for the pour, so it was a little bit high, but
oh yeah,
yeah, it was phenomenal. And then I bought their pick from that bar.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
So it's a 10-year 94 proofer.
10-year 94, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Macnabraki single malt.
Were you able to get a try of that?
Yeah, I tried it ahead of time. We had it right after the Parker Heritage, and it held up. It wasn't Parker Heritage, make no mistake. Yeah. But it was delicious. So I'm like, it's a good starter for the night. You can't like start out with barrel proof or you'll get freaking Eric.
Nope, you're exactly right. I started out with a EC small batch today because I knew I was getting into peated scotch in this Game of Thrones edition. So I didn't want anything too overpowering because that's only 46 ABV. And so I wanted to stick close to the proof I was going into. So I thought, small batch. Elijah Craig.
So I'm pouring some bottles tonight. I'm popping a couple. So the wife's calling me. Hold on.
Are you?
But yeah, so I know exactly where Mike's going to stay. So it's all good.
Yeah.
I'll just have to see about some time off.
I'll be right back.
Take your time.
So looking at these Macalonis, Caledonian, they're $149 whiskeys, mind you. They have cast strength ones though.
Oh, okay.
They got a peated. Oh. These are Canadian. That's Canadian single malt.
Oh, so that's what Paul was talking about. Okay.
Any Alberta website and Malconi's from the distillery website. Yeah, that's why I'm on the Malconi's site right now. Right. I don't know if I can. No, you're not gonna be able to see this. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna be. Look at how this one here is a Canadian Island single malt spirit.
I'm back.
Cerveda Braiche? I don't even know what that is. Look how dark this is. I don't know if you can see that.
Ooh.
Oh man, that looks like chocolate in a bottle.
That's a single malt.
Really?
Holy.
Wow.
Finished Spanish Oloroso Pedro Menendez sherry cask. Holy. Won a World Whiskey Award. Interesting. I'll have to remember those.
What? Careful, Mike! Don't fall down. Yeah, get your step stool out there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
At your age, if you fall off that, you'll break a hip.
Yeah.
So I tried to get a blue spot yesterday, and so I walked in, and the only thing they had sitting there was an Elmer T. Lee.
Oh yeah.
So I had to get it.
Not in the same league, but
It's
still
not.
an excellent
It's not.
find.
It's not.
So I'm going to crack this tonight because I got to have it opened up for St. Patrick's Day. So this is the Chateau Leville Barton.
I see that here. It's about, I see it here for about $89.
Yep, about 100.
Yep.
But I'm going to pour this one right now.
Oh, yes. I'd be very interested to hear what that is because I'm interested in the Japanese whiskeys. My wife's always looking at that Hibiki Harmony and wanting me to get some of that.
Okay,
Should I do Harmony instead?
No.
That's
I don't
right
care what you
here.
do. I see it up there because I saw it when you were going up there.
Wait,
and I
is
was
that
worried
Harmony?
that you were going to fall and break your hip.
Yeah, that's
But
that's Suntory. I don't know if it's Harmony.
Hey, you know what?
No.
No, I got to stay on the
Yep.
scotch. I was going to crack this bourbon, but
no, I'm going to stick with my scotch right now until I
let's do
harass
this.
Livewire.
I was I reorganized my shelves back here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
I put some scotch on there.
I'll break into this one.
Mm-hmm.
Pack one.
Oh, should I pour that instead?
You got pack one?
Oh no, I
Yeah.
don't have that.
I'm going to say, no, you don't.
I was just going to say, yeah, I can't even find that one. I'm always looking.
I just didn't want to start, even though I've been drinking already. I didn't want to
Yeah.
start with peated because then the night's shot.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to finish up with peated before I go anywhere else.
I'm sure this pack one is in the States, though, I would assume.
You're probably right, Sugar Kitty.
Mm. Yeah, so this is very Scotchish. It's like a 12-year single malt.
Really? It's malty?
Yeah. It's excellent though. This is really good. It's kind of sweet. Sugar Kitty is
Yeah,
the
pack of one. That's
So
nice.
you know what he means when he says, that's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was a middle finger, but Sugar Kitty only has paws.
Yeah.
You ever seen a cat flip you off?
Yeah. I only drink pack one on Anthony's channel.
That's right.
Yeah, Monolina and this one I think are well, this one I couldn't find around here. I'd buy it online. It was 100. The Monolina is about 99 here as well.
So your green spot, don't you have yellow also?
Yes, I have all the colors.
Okay.
Thank you.
What I wasn't sure. I says I don't remember if you had the blue or not, but I think you had the yellow.
Yeah, I have 2 bottles of the blue. Like, well, a bottle and a half. I gave one to shit, so I only have a bottle and a half left. And then I have yellow, red,
Green.
yeah. And then this was my first green, actually.
Mm-hmm. In that particular finish, because there's a green
At all. I didn't have a green at all.
Oh, okay. Period. Okay, I thought you meant in that.
Yeah, so that was my first green ever, and this is the one Donald Rance told me to get, and Stacy.
Oh, Stacy knows her Irish whiskey.
Yeah, she's smart. She kind of seems fairly new to the whiskey tube community, but she sure knows her Irish.
Irish for sure, yeah.
Yeah,
and she knows her Minnesota Irish too. And when we watched that commercial like 100 times on Jim's
and she was on Trisha's stream on Wednesday. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, she came on to play games with everybody.
Yeah, that's just it. I have to do that terrible W word, and so when everyone's on, I'm at the grind.
Yep, same. Starting tomorrow.
Yes, I'm at the grind. So I when I pop on, I'm usually either on a break or at lunch.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pop the green spot. I'm gonna drink the 2 twin picks, the Jepson's picks. I finally got those.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna have those tonight. I have a Utah pick I popped the other night, but I'm gonna have more of that, which is
Oh,
the
you finally
Elijah
got your
Craig.
picks in the mail. Okay.
Your own picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our own picks. Well, in fairness, they're all story time. If you look, it doesn't say Livewire anywhere on it. So
Yeah.
No.
they get it. They have full control and naming rights. But yeah, we got that one. So I'm gonna drink that one tonight, and I'm gonna break open a Teeling single grain.
I've seen that, and they have one that's like I think it's Guinness cask finish or something like
I
that.
saw that one too. Yeah.
Okay,
Holy,
I
just
haven't
went like a
seen it yet, but I
high
know
pitch.
that it's there.
Like just went high pitch on that one. Just hey, son of a dude.
So
Oh.
I got the Teeling small batch rum finish, which is I guess they're one of their standard ones, kind of like the single grain and single malt ones.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was $24 at Costco.
Oh yeah, you can find a Teeling for under $40,
Yeah.
and they're a decent drink. They're
I was like, that's $15 cheaper than the liquor stores around here. So
Yep.
That's kind of like why when I bought this Doers, it was like 34.
I believe it's
38.
DWARs.
However,
Just kidding. I don't know.
it was like $38 for it's a 375. Don't get me wrong, but it's a 21-year-old. Like it's 21 years old, man. Like
I can get that one in a 47 for under $50, Alex.
Yeah, and a
27-year-old.
27, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, yeah. Like I just look at it. It's a freaking. That's wicked. It's aged.
It is.
It's not horrible.
No.
It's not like earth shattering, but it's not horrible. Oh, Sugar Cube, yours hasn't shipped yet? I received mine the other day.
In Canada yet?
No, I haven't got them here yet. They're
So
sitting
you
on
could
my.
only bring over one at a time.
Yeah, I know. So they're sitting at my storage unit.
AKA your sisters,
Cousins. She brought this one tonight. There's her books. The bougie.
And she's about how far from you?
Like 5 minutes.
That's freaking insane.
Like 5 minutes.
Like legitly, like the bridge is right over here.
So at a certain time of night, do they raise the bridge so the Americans and Canadians can no longer come back and forth?
Yeah. Nope. It's a hydro dam. The falls are there.
Are you guys ready for this?
Uh-oh.
The next contestant is here.
Holy.
How goes it?
Mash Bill himself.
Lovely. You know you made it.
Yeah,
Man.
you know you made it. You have Livewire. You got the Mash Bill here. The Canadians were here. The Australians were here. I mean, Sugar Kitty was here. I mean, come on.
Well,
Small, knock it
I
out.
mean, we've got everywhere represented. Hanging
Yeah,
AZ, though,
well.
he didn't pop in.
when you have the Canadian in here, the currency's a little bit different. So this is lower scale. You lose people.
So I know Mike and Anthony. I just sent you a picture of this weekend's haul. This is the
I
first.
saw that.
This is the first time. Like I finally paid off my credit card. For that is strictly for whiskey hunting. And so, like, I pick up a bottle here, a bottle there, but I have a hard limit of not spending more than like $90 to $100 on a bottle at any one point in time, except for hunting weekends. The card was at 0. 9 bottles later, it's maxed out. So no big hunts until that gets paid back off. But one of the things I thought was cool is I got this ASW Burns Night. It's a peated Armagnac finish.
Oh yeah. Burns night.
Huh.
Wow.
And it's from ASW. The same people do the Fiddler, Tire Fire.
Mhm.
Anthony, I would say keep an eye out at Total Wine because that's actually where I found it. This is the first place I've been able to find Burns Night or Tire Fire. Tire Fire showed up at Total Wine the other day. So
I was there yesterday, didn't see it, but
okay,
they just may have not gotten it here yet.
Well, if they don't get it pretty soon, just holler at me and I'll see if I can grab you one because I know how much you love extremely like crazy peated crap. I mean, peated scotch.
Crazy Pete. Crazy Pete.
Dude,
So-
I have a 14-year-old lab, and he's laying like right under my chair, and I'm like going over. And you know, chairs have the legs that go out with the wheels on them. And he's like, I trust you.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm gonna run over those ears.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah,
In a heartbeat.
Yeah,
That's
it was
what he just doesn't understand.
definitely a good weekend for hunting. And then I met up with Bourbon Beginnings this morning, and he gave me like 15 samples, and then he picked up Baldwin and Bond Frey Ranch rye for me because I couldn't find one down here, and then I traded. Well, I said traded, but I gave him one of my many backups of Elijah Craig rye. What else did I give him? Oh, a Booker's backup of Donahoe's that I had, and then I have 3 bottles of Bell Mead, the old cast strength. So I have mine, the backup, and then I had a third one, and it was the lowest of the 3 in proof. So I gave that to him just because he's been helping me out to get stuff from his nephew in Florida. Like I have a Blue Note store pick and stuff coming from Florida this week sometime. So
19,000.
Yeah,
And then
no, that's a different dog. Sure.
Yeah.
My twins will be here tomorrow.
I
Ooh,
think
I got them. They're right there.
Yeah, I think Charles was asking Stanley that finished
that?
in peated cast or peated malt finished in Armagnac barrel.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're the only one that takes his glasses off to read.
I need to get new glasses or bifocals or something, so I have to.
Dude, I can't see shit when I do this now. Like I've been wearing glasses for like a year, and now I can't read without them.
You want me just a
It
year?
happens, Mike. Although
I
can
look
say
way
that
younger without them.
I can, if I take my glasses off,
You look
I
tired.
can actually
without them.
read this
I do kind of baggy
without
them.
them.
I'll have to.
It's just
I need to
looking
use
at
my
everything
wife's
else.
cream right here.
How's that working out?
He puts
Yeah,
his makeup
those
on
bags
before.
never look better, Mike.
No, he
Yeah, I
hasn't
need to
put
get my wife's cream under my eyes right here so the bags go away.
he hasn't put his
Oh.
makeup on yet before Live Whiskey. He
Yeah,
gets
I
his
gotta-
makeup done.
I know. I
Hey,
showed
Mike,
up. We did a meetup. We just got together with Zach Pettit, Ben Larson, Jake, and we went to a little bar here in the town near here and had some whiskey. They have a lot of big whiskey menu. Well, not big, but good size for most restaurants.
Oh,
And I showed up in my Livewire sweatshirt, and they're like, "Oh, repping already?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not gonna change before the stream." Like,
that's right.
so I made a mistake. I read it wrong. It's not Armagnac. It's something Scottish Gaelic for American. That's what it says. But it's an American single malt that's finished it's just American white oak barrels, but it's 57% 2-roll malt, 25% Munich malt, 15% cherry smoked malt, and 3% chocolate malt. So it's 100% malt. It's 100% malt.
Oh wow.
How can it be a single malt whiskey if there's 4 malts in it? That doesn't make no fucking sense.
The same malt.
Whatever. Whatever. All I know is I'm getting ready to taste it, see if it tastes good. I like all of the ASW's other stuff except for Tire Fire.
Tire
So
Fire.
it's
Tire Fire doesn't seem like a very good name for marketing purposes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
Is
But-
it peated?
I had a
Yeah,
girlfriend that was kind of like a Tire Fire, and that wasn't how she smelled. She just acted that way.
Acted like a tire
Mhm.
fire.
That's it.
From
I say
one
like peated wise, like smoky wise, it's between Lore and Oogie.
Oh yeah.
Oogie.
So
Yeah, Oogie Doll.
Yep.
I just
Stanley.
bought a Lore. I might pop
Charles-
that one tonight.
Charles answered your
Um,
question. How is it a single malt? Because it's from one distillery.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank
the
you.
the lore around here is about 139
Mm-hmm.
is what I can find it for.
Yeah,
It
that's not
just-
what it is here. I don't think. I can't remember what I paid for it.
Well, I've seen it 179 185.
I want to say it was about 160, maybe.
Yeah, so like Bevmo and Total Wine, it's $139.99. I couldn't find it there. The only place I did find it was at a local liquor store, and they wanted $139. I wasn't sure about the retail price because when you go online and you look at retail price MSRP, it's like $90. but I talked to the owner of.
I've never in this world seen it at $90.
He says
ever.
he can't even get it for $89. That's why he was selling it at $139 at his store, but he doesn't. He's waiting for some more to come in.
Look at these guys. You come into Anthony's channel, look at the chat. Just education like crazy. Single equals the distillery. Malt equals all barley mash bill. Those are two different designations, not one.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, I'm learning.
There's a lot of education.
The
in
whole
that.
idea of this is we
Yeah,
all get
it's 170 here.
Okay.
I paid 160, I think. But everywhere that I can see right now at the stores I looked at, it was 169.99.
Hey, just
And those are ones that sell MSRP for Colorado, just so you know.
So yeah, I picked up a Teeling small batch too today or yesterday. I'm sorry. They actually had a tasting right after you were on Friday night, Stall. I freaking was over at a store yesterday, and they were doing a Teeling tasting. So I got to taste like small batch, single grain, and the 14-year. But the 14-year I wasn't going to pay $149 for it. But the small batch was really good. It was $24, just like you had said, was at Costco. So yeah, freaking. So I got that. A couple of Maker's Mark store picks. One of them for Adam. I owe him one. Yeah, the freaking. Oh, the Shanks. That was one that surprised me. It was just I was on the bottom shelf of the store I was in.
Dude, that's a hell of a find.
So it's a 2021 release. I got it for $98.
Yeah,
Now, I
that's
know,
all right.
Yeah, I know retail.
I think it's about $10 over, but that's not bad.
Well, when you don't see them, when you don't ever see them.
No, dude, I would pay $10 over. Like, I think there's a 15 to 20% swing on hard to get bottles.
Yeah, and then I went to when I was there. It's the place I go to. The guy has like what we call the museum for liquor. He has right now he has 6 Coy Hills, but he wants $700 a piece for them. He still has 4 Ryes, and he had 6 3 months ago. He still has 4 left. He's still trying to sell them for $350, $400.
Oh, that's another one. The Old Forester Barrel Proof Rye I'm popping tonight too.
Yeah, you know how much he's selling? He has one of those. You know how much he's selling that for? $400 freaking dollars.
I got it for $70.
Yeah, I know. He's selling it for $400 in the case, and he told me, he showed me the sale. He sold 2 of those this week. I was like, what the? Who paid?
I'll be the judge if it was worth it because I've never had that.
Oh, he's got Pappy. He's got like Pappy's in there for $7,000. He's got William Luruweller in there for $5,700.
It's a long game when you own a store.
There to buy it. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to turn them quick. It's a long game. You can sell that $7,000 in a year, and you're still making money.
Oh, and guess what? I saw something that I don't know anybody. I've never met anybody that's seen one. An old Heaven Hill freaking 1990s bottle. You can buy them online. It's a Japanese release. It's $7,000 online, and I saw one on Saturday, still sealed in the original box.
By the way, you know what I heard today is that Old Fitz is losing the decanter.
What?
Yeah, they're going back to the brown.
They're going back
bottle.
just to the bottle.
Yeah, the old brown bottle.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll bring down the price a little bit.
It's not going to make it more available. That's like the price. Who gives a shit? You can't even find it.
So yeah, I looked at. Like,
not going to make it cheaper.
Yeah, it was everywhere I went this weekend. They were anywhere from $300 to $600.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
All right, Anthony, I'm going to go give a little bit of support to Marty. I'll tell him you sent me.
Yeah, tell him I sent you over.
Yeah.
If,
But have a good stream. We'll see you guys in an hour or so.
yeah, I'd say
hopefully.
you're still on a roll. We'll see you at 7.
So
Well,
there's
7 my time, 8 your time.
2 battles tonight.
Yep, there's gonna be one after another. Joe and Adriana are gonna go first, and then we're gonna have Zach and Scott going.
Oh, okay.
So the guys who are in
Exactly.
actually a later time zone are the ones that are going to go second.
It was a request. It was a
Yeah.
request.
I'm just playing.
We had a request put in, so
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
That's right. And you're talking to the ringleader right there. So, all right,
Yeah.
Mike, we will see you again in a little bit. Tell Marty what we said. Hey,
all right. See you guys.
Yeah. See you,
See ya.
Mike. Ciao.
So what's in your glass right now, Alex?
Pack 1, Port Charlotte.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I was saying, I know you had a Port Charlotte, but I couldn't remember if you poured that or not.
I did. I've been sipping on her. I'm just trying to find lower price here. Holy, what's that one? Bowmore 30. Bowmore. $3,159.
Jesus Christ.
Woohoo.
Oh, thanks.
Well, hell, since people are popping bottles tonight,
I want to try. Have you guys tried Bunnahabhain? I've never tried it.
Marty
tempted
has.
to.
He did a review on the 12th.
Yeah.
This is the one I popped not too long ago.
Lagavulin.
There you go.
Come on, I just want to.
Okay, I'm going to show the top of this bottle and see if Anthony can tell me what it is.
Oh, that's a Bardstown. Is that
Yes, it is.
Discovery 6 or 7?
No, Fusion 6.
Fusion
I can't-
6?
I've never had a Bardstown, so I'm not going to start out spending the extra for
So
Discovery.
that's a Fusion 6?
Yeah.
And you can get your grubby little paws on another one?
This was at a Costco, and this is the last one that was on the shelf, but I can look around and I probably can't get a hold of one.
Okay. No big deal. I've never even seen 6 and 7's out already.
Yeah, so this one is 6. It's 56% Bardstown with a 75-21-4. So 75 corn, 21 rye, and 4% malted barley 3-year. Then 14% of a 3-year Bardstown with a 75-15-10 mash bill. And then it just says 30% Kentucky 11-year, 75-13 and 12. So they're all standard corn mash bills. Low. Actually, none of them are high rye. That's
Come
weird.
on.
Oh, no, wait, 21%. So technically, the first one, the 56% of it is a high rye. But
I'm going to grab something. I will be right back.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this friggin' Lefroy stuff. Come on. It's taking forever.
what Lefroy, the Cardouche or the?
No, I want to see
Lore?
what the lore is at this one place that I get it from. But it keeps, there we go. Keeps freezing, and now it's going. Highland Park.
According to Paul M., Lore is 180 in Quebec.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see what. I mean, I bought my lore about a year ago. I still have about half a bottle left, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. Well, last weekend on Sunday, I did a blind tasting of peated whiskeys with Kilco, and it was my favorite was Lore. Second was Glenfiddich Fire and Cane.
Yeah.
Third was what was it? Now I'm gonna kick myself in the ass. All I know is that fourth was freaking Ardbeg Ugadal, and third was dang it, I can't remember what the third one was.
So, Oogie, you absolutely didn't like it.
Well, I didn't. Okay, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's really weird. Is that when you put it in a blind flight with other peated stuff?
Yeah.
It just really didn't hit home at all. But when I opened the bottle initially and drank it the first time, it wasn't that. It didn't feel like it was that bad. It's kind of like, and then the only bottle I've opened for the first time peated that when I drank it was like, oh hell no, was Lagavulin 16.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that Lore was really good. I'm trying to think what that other bottle was. Oh, Glen Scotia 15.
Look at that friggin' weirdo in the chat there, Trev. Look at that hat right there, buddy.
Is that a bourbon ranch hat?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
somebody must be really high up on that Patreon list.
It's a Canadian thing. Hey,
Because
look
I've
at
been
that, Anthony. You got
What's that?
Trev. You got Trev in your chat, man. You got Stanley in here. Like you are upper level beyond.
What's up, Trev? Nice to see you, man.
Speaking of,
So Paul, Sierra and Alberta, they're out of stock right now, but lower sells for $149. Just saying.
Wow.
It was $189, but it went down, but it's out of stock right now.
I got to get some of that Oogie. That and the
I like Oogie.
Koroveckian.
It's the only one I have.
That's the one I want to get next in from Ardbeg is the Koroveckian. Oh, that Koroveckian.
I kind of kick myself
good.
in the ass because yesterday I was at the liquor store, the one that me and some of the other guys out here frequent, the El Cerrito, and I'm overlooking at Ardbegs just to see if there's the next one I want to try to add to the collection and try to get into these peated scotches. And Koroveckian, I'm like, okay, I've got Ugadal, I've got 10. Now Koroveckian or Anoa would be the next one. So I was like Koroveckian. So I go up and I look at the box and it says $49.99. I look and he's got 6 of them. Now,
how much?
Hold on, $49.99 is what it's labeled. Now I know that he has a guy that that's been stocking the shelves. It's brand new, and I started looking at the other boxes, and he labeled a whole bunch of other stuff like the Anoas, the Ugadals, everything was $49.99, which is the price of the 10. All the boxes look the same. They just say something different on the across the thing. So he had made a mistake. So the owner's a friend, and he hooks me up. He's been really good to me and everything else. So I went ahead and told him, I said, hey, these are marked wrong. I said, I'll take one of them at $49.99 if you're willing to do that. And he's like, I can give it to you. He goes, I can give it to you for $79. He says, but that's literally what I'm paying for it. And I'm like, nah, I don't need it right now. But do you happen to have any of your your picks that are coming out pretty soon that nobody's tasted that I could taste? And he's like, well, yeah, come on over here. So I got to taste like a new bullet pick and a couple other ones that he was doing. And holy shit, I cannot wait. And then I didn't want to buy those makers without tasting them because it was all phantom staves. So he doesn't put out his mash bill for his staves. So how much did that cost you there in Vegas? Like 70,
60, 69.
And you can start a fire with it. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, the one in the box was the same price, and so it's the same bottle.
Yeah.
I just wanted that because that's the limited edition. There's nothing special about the bottle. It's the same as the one you get in the box. It just came with that tin tube, and I'm like, yeah, give me that one. And I had to take it all out of plastic.
What was crazy about it was that I've had samples of peated scotches in the past, but nothing that like stood out to me. But when we did the blind with Kilco last weekend, I picked 2 of the bottles. I picked the Glen Scotia 15 and I picked Lafroig, but I didn't pick Lafroig Laura. I just picked Lafroig because of a certain.
I was watching that.
Yeah. And it was like, the only reason I picked the Glen Scotia 15 is because I knew that one of the peated scotches that he had, because we had talked about it before, was that Glen Scotia 15. He was getting low on the bottle, but I wasn't sure that he was going to be sending me any of that. But I was like, I've had Glen Scotia 10 and some of the other, and a couple other Glen Scotia. I had the Polish release from JD, and then I've had a couple other, and I'm like, it had a certain taste to it. And I'm like, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a Glen Scotia, but is it the 15 or did he get a bottle of 18? And I was like, well, 15. And then Lafroig, that kind of was like, it just had that, I don't know, something about it that just I had Lafroig 10 like a long time ago, and it just kind of rang through to me that it was a Lafroig.
Oh, nice.
What's really bad is I owned Ugadal and I couldn't pick it out.
Thanks, Paul. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, this Lagavulin 8, it's definitely good, but that that proof. I think they've overproofed it. I like it. It's good at 86 proof, or excuse me, at 48 ABV, 96 proof. But for the age of it, I think that's a little over on the proofed side. But I'm going to let it open up a little more. Like I said, I'm just trying to get it down to the shoulder a little bit more. And so I poured myself some. But for the price, like I said, it was a good buy. So I couldn't pass it up. But I'm hoping that little air does it some better. But I know the proof is never going to go away. But yeah, it's not disappointing. Absolutely not disappointing.
So I'm thinking that we're going to have a name change for your channel there, Anthony. You're no longer Bourbon Neophyte. You're Bourbon Pedophyte.
That sounds
Bourbon, Bourbon called me the Scotch Neophyte.
A Scotch Neophyte, but you're a big peated guy, so I was like the Bourbon Pedophyte. Then you cover your bourbon and you cover your peated stuff.
This is just part of that journey, but
yeah, but this is like the first time back to back lives that you've stuck to a theme.
You better keep going back because it's been a peated Scotch for a few.
Okay, because I saw last week's and then I saw the last one before that was like 3 weeks before that. Yeah. So I missed the beginning of the month. So I don't know if you were doing the peated month of February or
I've been doing peated scotches for a bit.
I know you've done peated.
Even I'm confusing myself. I don't think I did a bourbon review for a bit. I've got some sitting that I want to, and one of them I picked up as a store pick, and I've showed it before, and I haven't even opened it. But it's called Burning Chair, and this is the one I was telling you with the glass stopper.
It's peated
at 59.65 ABV. I had a sample of this. Oh my gosh, was this thing pretty good. It's a local place called Corey's, and it's one of their store picks, so I got to try it up there. I've got that. I've got the Total Wine store pick that you got.
Right.
Okay, so I have that, and I have one from another place here. Same redemption, but their store pick from another place. So I've got to do something. I've got to do something there with it. I was talking about you hanging AZ. I go, where in the heck is he? Where's my Arizona peeps? I said that earlier in the stream, and you can actually go back and listen to the beginning. I said, where's hanging AZ? I said, I didn't see him stick his head in there. Boom, there you be. Yep. So Arizona is now represented.
Yeah, you got Arkansas. You got Arizona.
Ohio. Yeah. We had Australia in here. East Coast has been well represented.
And Colorado.
Colorado was in here. Utah was in here.
That's good.
Cali's represented in here.
Marty.
Yeah, Marty was in.
Marty was in here too. Yeah.
Yeah, before his stream. So, yeah, he's going to town. But
maple syrup. And Trev, I'm gonna order a third cabinet actually for just my maple syrup.
Yeah, Trev, that's a really nice hat that Alex has there. And I'm just wondering where them flat bills with the patches when they're coming out, because I've been waiting for a while now. The only reason I even have a curved bill is because that's the only way they sell this particular gray hat for the Chargers, is because it has a curved bill. Other than that, I try to get as many flat bills as I can.
Hey, Commandant Lou, where at in Texas?
Yeah, because I got the gray one too. There's a gray one right here.
So all I want to know is, where did you end up going hiking, hanging AZ? I know you were heading out. I don't know if it's today. I think it was yesterday. You were heading out on a hike.
Do you know where in Arizona he's at?
I think it's Phoenix.
So hiking. Wow. How far is Sedona from? Because that would, when you say hiking, I always think of
in Sedona in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, because my dad's down in Yuma. So I go down there. Okay, see, there he is.
There There you go.
Thank you, sir. I'll pay for it. I just want a flat bill. And what's really weird is that if you ever notice that Trev 90, like most of his hats that he wears are flat bills. That's what's funny.
The company Commandant Lou I used to work for is based.
You could make this flat bill, I guess, if you want to.
Oh, Whiskey Wars. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he hasn't been in here today.
Yeah, that's a good channel. I've hopped in on there. I've been on one of his lives. Good guy. I enjoyed his reviews.
Think of which one is Whiskey Wars. I have to go on his channel to see it.
He's the other guy with the hat. I'm just kidding.
He wears a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I was curious because he always says hi to me every time I come in, and I was thinking, is it somebody that changed his name at one point in life?
He's kind of new. I'd say maybe 3, 4, well, maybe a month.
No, he's been on longer. He's been on longer than that.
With you, maybe with you, but I'm saying a lot of the other chats. Yeah, a lot of the other chats he's shown up in lately have been like over the last few weeks, like some of the ones I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, I told him to come over here and visit and meet some new people and stuff like that, and hopefully he'll get a couple of people from here to head over to his. So
here I'm gonna do something oddball here. So I'm not drinking a scotch.
You oddball?
Yeah. Well, I do have to go to work I wake up at 4, but my last pour, it's still gonna stay in the peated range. But it's gonna be rye, 100% rye peated rye.
Lot 40 makes a peated rye.
Yeah. You were only allowed 2 bottles, and I got 2 of them, so we're good.
What do you mean
17 months in quarter casks, which we thought they were Lafroig casks, but the distiller was on one of the channels the other day, and he said their broker, they don't really know what quarter casks they come from. It could be multiple of quarter casks. So
right, but it depends when it comes to peated and who puts out quarter casks.
Don't even go there, Dustin.
Yeah, it's usually
don't even go there.
It's Lafroig or it's well,
he's not the only guy that does whiskey and has hats. I just wear bespoke hats.
Hanging AZ, it's Canadian rye, but it's a peated rye.
Who's the other freaking? There's like 2 distributors that do peated. That do quarter casks a lot, and I'm trying to think who it is.
Thanks, Sugar Kitty.
It's Lafroig, and it's not Lejag. I'm trying to think who it is.
I
just saw it today.
I know I have the actual bottle of quarter cask here of Lafroig, so I don't know anybody. We need who is our Scotch people in the chat. Yes, Lot 40 Canadian rye, 100%
resident Scotch person.
Lot 40 is 100% rye.
Top Shelf Dustin's right there. He probably is.
I was just going to say.
Oh, there you go. The shag.
Top Shelf Dustin is in there too.
Yeah, he said Le Shag.
It's LEDAIG or whatever. It's Le Shag.
I don't believe you, Dustin.
I believe Dustin. He knows that. He knows that kind of stuff.
That's very good. And if I remember, it's Lafroig cast, and that's what Paul. I was told, and I was thinking it was quarter cask, but the distiller was on. What's his name? Whiskey Cast. I think that's his name. The Whiskey Cast channel the other day, and he said their broker states that they're quarter casks, but they could be from multiple quarter cask places. So he didn't say they were Lafroig. He wouldn't say that anyhow. But it's unique.
Tell him, Marty. Tell him.
So I take it Marty's not live anymore?
Oh, he could be. He floats back and forth. Knowing Marty.
Yeah, Marty doesn't pay attention to what's happening on his own channel when he's on it. Just kidding.
Marty is busy.
He is the king of multitasking.
Hey, Charles, that's okay. That is okay. I used to remember watching those guys on television as a kid. I couldn't wait for Saturdays afternoons.
Whew, that one's
Who's
a
that?
cast.
Wait
It's a
for who
cast
on
night,
Saturday?
too.
Wait for who on Saturday afternoons?
The Abbott and Costello movies would come on Saturday afternoons where I'm
Yeah.
from originally in Pennsylvania. And I used to love them as a kid to watch them, laugh
Yeah,
my butt off.
Yeah, we had that same kind of thing out here. There's a channel out here, called KTLA Channel 5, that when we were growing up, that's what they like on Saturdays. It would be like Abbott and Costello movies or Bing Crosby and Bob Hope movies. And then on Sundays, they'd have like Popeye and Friends in the morning, where you got to see like Super Chicken, George of the Jungle, stuff like that. And then they do like every Sunday was like a Three Stooges and F Troop.
Yep.
Munsters marathon like all day long.
Yep. All right. Since I've had the 8, I've had the 9, I had the 16. I might as well have a little Offerman edition
There you go.
here.
That's
with
dropped
the Guinness cast finish because why
okay.
not?
So there's 2 different Offermans, right?
Yeah, this is the second one. This is the Guinness.
Is that why the first one went down in price? Because when I bought the one for Shayla, it was $100. Now it's like $79.
Well, I only paid $79 for this one, the Offerman. Oops.
Yeah, because like for a little bit over a year ago, I was Shayla had sent me some stuff, and we sent some stuff back and forth, and then she finally came to the States, and I was like, well, your birthday and your Christmas and all other stuff happened while you were out there in Mexico. So I sent her a bottle of 16 Offerman and like a whole bunch of samples, probably like 50 samples, and we're like, I think I sent her like 20 samples, and then a bunch of those little like
I've got
Christmas.
that one just about at the halfway mark. So yeah,
Is that the one that's Guinness?
Yes. Yep. I liked it so much I had to make sure I had the backup for it so I can actually enjoy this.
Can you tell me so Guinness is a stout, correct?
What's that?
Guinness is a stout.
Beer. Yep.
See, I'm not like my beers are when I drink beers, I drink like Mexican beers and freaking regular. I mean, and I don't really like a Franziskaner is pretty much my going way out of my norm. So I don't drink stuff like stouts and stuff. What's it about stouts that like? What's the taste that a stout has that's gonna?
You ever drink Guinness beer?
No,
Yeah,
that's
Guinness
I've never had one.
I always refer to Guinness as like thick. It's like
deliciousness.
But is it like?
I wouldn't.
Is it like IPA bitter? Is it like IPA bitter or
no?
No, it's not as bad, but it's to me like I'm not a beer drinker and I lost taste for it years ago. But it's like it would be like pure darkest coffee you could ever think of. Like it's so like a strong flavor to it. Like
okay, because when you say like coffee bitter, or is it like
it's not quite
dark chocolate bitter?
It's very
there you go.
To me, very hops, like very very hops. I don't know. Yeah, so chocolate and dark roasted malt. Yeah, like it's just the darkest. Like
because I like
use
bitter,
a spoon.
Yeah, I like bitter dark chocolate, and I've like been thinking about trying to like go a little bit into some of the
funny
beers.
On this, the nose on this
bourbon wrench
is it's Lagavulin, but it's not as straightforward as the 8, the 9, the 16, because this is finished in Guinness cask, and I believe the casks come from Maryland. Anyway, but I can get the chocolate note on this from the cask finish in the Guinness. It's not heavy, but I know what it is now. But first, I couldn't figure it out. But it's chocolate, and I like it.
What basically demand. Maybe one day, now that I've been drinking whiskey how I've learned to drink, maybe I can go back to beer and actually maybe enjoy it in a different way. Because before I couldn't drink beer. I used to drink beer all my life, and then I lost the taste for it.
No, I haven't, but I do like them together. But I haven't dipped them in it. But I don't think it'd be far off.
That sounds good. Commandant Lou, Saloon Door does a chocolate peanut butter stout. That sounds great.
Ooh, chocolate peanut butter stout.
That sounds like amazing if that's what it was. That's thick. They're like chocolate eating.
They are. They're good. And like I said, on this, you get the malt. I can smell the chocolate. It definitely has the peat, but now the peat is, I don't want to say subdued, but it's subdued since I've been drinking Lagavulin 8, 9, 16, now 11. So the peat is nothing to me right now, but it's the standard Lagavulin peat that's in this Offerman.
Murphy's.
Okay. Because Sugar Kitty was just telling me to try a Zwick Porter. Zwick, whatever. I've seen not the porter, but I've seen that Polish the Zwick beer, the clear. Well, I'm gonna say clear, but the lighter one. But Murphy's.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you go into the thing is too is like when I go in and I look at scotches and I look at, I'm looking for something new all the time for like something I haven't done before, haven't drank before, or something that like I've really gotten into who really does do sherry cask and are they using PX or Oloroso and stuff like that, and trying to find if I could tell the difference between the two type situation, and then I go look at beers and say, okay, I want to try a couple beers, and I go to a beer cave and it's like, oh my God, there's like 13,000 different beers.
Yeah.
How am I going to pick one to start with? I mean, I like I don't know if anybody's ever had Tilted Kilt. That's and then or Smithwick's. I like Irish Reds. Is like one of my favorite things to drink. But
Trev.
the most. What your beard? Your beard?
God,
your beard? Your beard, Rich? Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about? Your beard?
Exactly.
Dude, that freaking hat is so freaking awesome, dude. I'm talking to Anthony, not to you, Moose. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
This was made. I got it a little over a year ago. I had it made for me. There's a local hatter here in Las Vegas. I don't know if you can see on the inside.
No.
D-Bar J Hat Company.
And he made it from scratch, or?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I just want to see. I just want to see that same one, like in burgundy with a black band. I don't know.
They can make it passion pink, purple, whatever color you wanted.
So we can get one for Trevor that's pink with freaking like a real
ostrich
super
plumes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. D-Bar J Hat Company. D like David, bar is in what you would go to get a drink. J.
D-Bar J.
But they make all kinds of hats. And not just a derby. They have fedoras. They have regular Western hats. They have period hats. When NFR is in town, they make a lot of hats for different riders and stuff like that. And then once they have your measurements, you just tell them what style you like. They already have your measurements because they have this medieval device they put on your head. Looks like a torture device that measures your head. They get all the measurements. Boom, you're good to go. So every bump, every nook, every cranny is taken care of.
That's nice.
I'll put it right next to the 10th Street hats one you gave me last time.
Yeah, that's where I got my one fedora that I wear. Well, actually, I got it as a Christmas gift. I like that.
Trev's on a roll tonight.
Exactly, Trev. You are exactly right. But I can sport this hat.
Yeah.
But what I have is I'm waiting for May, because May you can officially wear white after Memorial Day.
Labor
I have a
Day.
new bespoke Panama hat that I had them make. And the Panama hat is, I'll give you a little education. It's just a name that was given a hat, but truthfully, all the hats are made in Ecuador. But when people were in Panama, they bought a hat similar, so they all just called them Panama hats. That's in a nutshell. But the one I have literally is hand woven. So all the straw is hand woven by some person, and they make the hat, and then the bodies come here, and then they fit the hat to you, and then do whatever you want with it. You know what I'm saying? So each hat is literally handmade from I call them straw, but it's not. But they weave it all together. That's their business there.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had one of those made.
So
And
it's
I
like,
got that.
so it's like, does it? I mean, it's like that same shape of a hat, and
No.
then okay.
Nope.
It's kind of like that's like kind of saying a Connecticut cigar. They don't grow the leaves.
Well,
in
no, because
Connecticut
when he said it was a bespoke hat, I just immediately think that bespoke is a specific style.
No, bespoke means custom.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Learn something every day.
Bowler or derby, whichever you.
There you go, bowler. That's
depending on what it is. And there's another one on there, and the name just popped out of my head. Darn it. There's another style of this, but it has a little more of a crease in the center, like a fedora. You'd be surprised what you can do, Trev, with the right hat made by the right person.
I think you can pull it off.
So, some of the Panama hats, Charles, absolutely right. You can crush them and put them in shape, but this one, I wouldn't recommend it. However, if I did get it discombobulated, I can take it back to the hatter here. He'll press it all out, reshape it, refit it, hand it back to me in about 15 minutes, and away I go. You know, that's one thing about this guy. I've been going to him for over 20 years and found him by accident. So they have them at this company. They actually make those because, like I said, they do period hats, hanging easy, and they make all kinds of top hats for tuxedos and things of that nature. People that have a few tuxes that do certain black tie events, they have the hats to match with it, so they get them made. And so one of them is a top hat. So yeah, it's something.
You know what? I think that we need to do is we need to have a meetup somewhere where everybody has to wear top hats. Doesn't matter what clothes you're wearing, but everybody has to wear a top hat.
But preferably have clothes on.
But preferably
wear nothing but a hat.
On,
Nothing but a hat.
You don't have to get all dressed. You don't have to get dressed up like in tuxes and have monocles or anything like that. Just everybody having a top hat just because.
I'll put it in the chat, Commander Lou. So it'll be there.
It's Commandant.
As far as I'm concerned, he's a commander.
Hey, yeah. And it's your circus. So.
Mm-hmm. Was it a stove?
Oh, so I haven't talked to you since you started working. I mean, I haven't like really had a conversation with you since you started working. How's the new job going?
I officially finished my 6 months probation Friday.
Nice.
It's been 6 months already?
6 months, yep.
Wow, it doesn't seem.
Yep.
Man, freaking last year flew by freaking quick, man.
Technically, it's technically on the books. My 6 months is over March 9th.
Yeah.
But once I sign the review and they send it in, which it was already dated and signed Friday, boom, done. So that part is over. So now I consider myself, I'm a regular state / city school employee for the Clark County School District. So, whew. So if I want to transfer or do whatever, I can move. And it's that time of year. So I look at what comes up. And if I'm interested, I can apply. Employees get first dibs to move, and then they'll open it up to what I call the rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's that hat called you have on right now?
This is either a derby or a bowler.
Okay. I'm just looking through that site right now. There's derbies.
But they make all kinds. I mean, you show him it, he could probably actually, make it.
Christ, those hats are about the price of an Octomore.
Yeah. Yeah. And then some.
Yeah. There's some in there that are like $900.
Oh, you can go down a hat rabbit hole with some of the custom hats that you can have made.
I can only imagine.
I know when I got my cowboy, when I used to wear cowboy hats back in the day, this is like in the late 90s. I bought a new hat to go to a Garth Brooks concert and spent like $500 on it to have it completely, basically that when they brought the hat out, it didn't look like a hat, but when they got done cutting it and the whole 9 yards, it was a badass freaking black felt hat. I'll tell you that much.
Marty's back in here again.
Hey, Marty is all over the place. He is a supporter of the community.
It's like I used to get shoes. I have a few pairs here called John Fluvog. He's a designer shoe. And just the pricing are crazy on those. Like I have these.
But they fit so well.
No, they do. And at one point they were actually like absolutely handmade in Canada. Now they outsource it to, but it's still his factories, but you see them stitching them and everything like that, man. But oh my God, they're, you never think about buying a $500-$600 pair of shoes. It's like,
and that wouldn't be bad for bespoke shoes.
Yeah, no. I mean,
yeah.
So
go
3-4 pairs.
Go and look at like Nick's Boots.
Yeah.
That's a company that does bespokes. In other words, they'll send you a pattern, you trace your feet, they'll go over it with you. You pick the type of boot you want, and they literally put it together and sew it by hand.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just sew it by hand, it has to be machined, but they're built by hand, and they're a great boot company.
Yeah. I actually have a pair of quarter boots that were designed for Alice Cooper from John Fluvog. They're called Swordfish. They have a different toe on the end of them. They're neat. They're ox blood colored leather. Yeah.
I have a couple of shoes like that. Yep.
Yeah, they're nice. I just never wear them because I don't wear them here. When I go on conventions and stuff, I wear them. I don't wear them here.
Don't lie. You wear thigh high boots, red leather thigh high boots. We know this with the 6-inch heel. There's pictures out there.
Oh my God. Hold on for 1 second. I'm going to grab something else.
Yeah. Get a Zorro hat. Okay. A Zorro hat and cape.
I thought I was done eating tonight, but I think I'm going to order some food or else I'm going to be totally hammered. No, I went out for the first time to like a real ramen place, like a Japanese ramen restaurant. I said, hey, I've been working like 6 days a week for like the last 4 weeks and 12 hours a day. It's time for me to treat myself besides the whiskey. So I'd never been to a Japanese ramen place. It was freaking awesome. Freaking great food, but I got those. I don't know if you've ever had them. They're called they're egg. There's an egg that they soak in like miso and soy sauce.
Yeah.
And when they cut it in half, it's like the yolk is like super creamy. Like it's almost like
I've never had it. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! Freaking, I had that in my ramen tonight, and that was the first time I ever had it. Holy crap! I gotta go back and get some. And then I had matcha cheesecake. Never had that before, and it was freaking amazing.
Yeah,
So-
Trev, I only wear the Bourbon Wrench assless chaps that come with the higher Patreon levels. Just saying.
So this is, let me pull it up here. This one here is the one I just picked up for this year. That's everyone calls them a Panama hat. And they're made they all come from Ecuador. So it's all hand woven on there. And
Oh wow, yeah.
you can see how they do it, but they literally do it all. They literally do it all by hand. And the company here puts them together. And they're going to change the hat band because that's one thing they cannot get right there is the hat band. So they're gonna work on that here. So when they get the bodies, they're gonna send them hat bands so that they can actually put the hat band they want in the hat, if that makes sense to you. So they get the look and the feel that they want for their product. And they travel there and they pick certain lots, and if the lots don't look or fit what they like, they don't buy them. So they're particular about what they get or don't get down there.
Did you have them turn the outside edges up? Was that one of your choice?
You can do anything you want. You can have it perfectly flat or what they call a little duck. So it's a little down in the front and up in the back with just a little twist on the sides. But this is, for lack of a better term, almost like a straw hat. So it will naturally bend a little bit, but you can get a completely flat brim. You can get, whatever you want as far as the hat goes.
Get a
You
cord,
can
get a
get
cord.
different bands. You can have an ostrich feather put in it. Whatever.
Can you get a
whatever you
Corporal
want.
Corporal Agorn from F Troop?
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Next time, Trev, 37 Walmart ramen. Isla Nubla.
Now it looks like he's going to Isla Nubla
right.
with Dr. Grant studying friggin' dinosaurs.
Hey, all I tell people is haters are gonna hate. It's okay.
Trev is like, you got to write this stuff down because Trev's not going to remember talking like this. This is good stuff.
Yeah, he's not. What time is it now? Let's see, so it's almost 7. Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock there. He might be freaking pretty much slammered.
Yeah, he'll be having to go to bed soon.
He'll be told now to go to bed.
Yeah. See, he's
I'm
not
not
hating
hating
at all. He's loving every minute of it, Stan.
He is. He'd wear that hat with a tank top, man. He'd rock it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that hat works with a tank top too.
Sure.
So.
See,
Yeah,
my official T-shirt.
Nice.
That's right. I'm at that age where I'm entitled to wear that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking
Well,
about
sure.
you're younger than me, and people tell me to stop pissing and moaning all the time.
I don't know. I'm 53 this year.
Oh, me,
Coming up.
same. July is when I turn 53. Yeah.
Oh, I'm older than you. I turn it in June.
Oh well, alrighty then.
See?
Trev, once you hit your 30s, you'll be able to wear a hat.
See, people that say they can't wear hats is only because they haven't found the right hat yet.
That's
what you got to remember, Trev. You haven't found the right hat yet. So you find someone that does bespoke hats, that has a broad range of hats, that you can find the right shape and style for your egg. You will be surprised at what you can do from there. That's what everyone says, why they don't have, well, I don't look good in a hat, or they don't have hats that fit me. Boom. That's because it's a one size fits most. But if when you go and get bespoke hats or custom hats made for you, they're always the right shape, the right style, the right size. It's you. So they're always right.
I have to get fitted. I have to get hats sized. My head's big.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm laughing, but he makes a good point. But
Yeah.
once you get them made for you, once you know your style, what actually works or not, you just know better. You don't go after those other ones. You know that these are the styles and what variations that you can get. So that's why it just works. Well, to Sugar Kitty, we are all young guys.
Just an egg softball.
Hey, when I had a fez, because back in the day, and I'm still considered one, I'm just not active, but a Mason. So to get into the consistory, you have to do that. And of course, you get your fez. But anyway, so exactly. Everything is done on there.
Mike Franklin.
Cheers, brother. Well, what time is it? Don't forget, we got to get ready to head over because guess what? Livewire Whiskey's coming on soon. So I'm going to finish my drop here that I got and say, guys, it's been great. I've enjoyed this. This has been a great stream. Livewire Whiskey is coming on here shortly, so it'll give everyone a time to get up, stretch, get ready for the next round, and see what crazy shenanigans they got going on over there. Because I do know Independent Joe and Adriana are doing a fight tonight. And who else did he say was?
Scott Pigsley and Zach.
Yep, Scott and Zach are doing another fight, and then Mike's got some new bottles he wants to pop. So we definitely don't want to miss this. And I didn't think we'd go on this long, but hey, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
But next week, who knows what in the heck I'm going to review? I just might fool Stanley and go ahead and do a bourbon review on something, but who knows?
I'm sorry. I got to go back and watch your lives. I've missed them for a little while to the last couple of weeks.
That's okay. So. That's all right. That's what they're there for.
I've been a little busy.
That's
so.
right. There you go. Mike says it all. Prepare for the cleansing. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers, Dustin.
Everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
I just want to say thank you and cheers. We will see you all again next week. Remember, don't be afraid to share this and tell other people to watch the channel and subscribe. I will be seeing you all later. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ciao.
Peace.